Hi, welcome to this video tutorial brought to you by Crown Point Design. Today in our series of video tutorials based around WordPress and how to manage WordPress, we're now going to look at adding images and video to WordPress blog posts. This will give you the ability to add a different creative touch to your blog posts. Video is obviously important, as well as adding some graphics and images on your posts. So let's go over to the sample blog that we've been working on. Again, this blog is based around creating recipes and food, and we've just created a blog post on how to make bruschetta. It's a very simple text-based recipe. We now want to go into the back end of this and add an image and a video, which we'll show you now, and should be very easy to use. So in the back end, I'm on my post page here, and if I scroll over the post that I want to modify called how to make bruschetta, you can see this tab field called edit. This then brings you into our WYSIWYG editor to manage this post. So what you can see here is above our WYSIWYG editor, we've got this text called upload/insert with these 4 icons, and if I scroll over these, you can see I've got the ability to add an image, add a video, an audio file, or other multimedia. So what I want to do is add an image. So I'm going to place the mouse where I want to add that image, come in here and say insert image, and I've then got the ability to add a file from a URL or from a gallery that we've already used in WordPress. I happen to have an image on my local computer that I'm going to use. So using the simple wizard here, I've basically inserted that image, and I've now got a lot of fields that I can fill out. I can modify the title. The alt text is for search engines, so it's important to fill this field out. I can add a description if I want to. The link URL is where the image links to if you click on it, and by default it puts in a link URL to link that image to basically itself, a blank page of where that image lives. So what I like to do is actually delete this out of here. Unless you want to link your image to a specific resource on your site or an external link, then that's where you would do that. Below that, I've got some functionality to place the image on the site. I can either place it on the left side and have text wrapped around it. For the sake of this, let's maybe throw it over on the right hand side. I've then got the ability to adjust the size of that image. It gives me the full size that I uploaded it as well as a couple other options. Let's put it in just kind of a smaller 150 by 150 thumbnail, since we're not working with a particularly big template for this. And just at the bottom here, I've got the ability to say insert into post. And you can see now that I have inserted that image into the post. It's over on the right hand side, and text is kind of wrapping around it, which is what we asked it to do. If I actually come in and click on the image, I've got 2 icons that pop up. I've got the ability to edit or delete that and remove it from the post altogether in case you've changed your mind. Or I can hit this other one, which gives me this wizard again, where I can edit those fields. If I come into the Advanced Settings tab, I would have the ability to do things like manage the styles. And if you're familiar with any CSS, then this is the place where you could come in and add something like a margin to your image. I'm going to add a margin on the left hand side of 10 pixels, and then at the bottom of this there's a little button that says update. So what I just did was add a little padding so that there's some separation on the left hand side between the image and the text, so that's not flush up against that image. So there we go. We've added an image into our blog post, and if I were to come in and hit the update button here, I've now updated that to the live website. I'm going to come back over and refresh the page for our live site, and you can see that I've just inserted that image into that post. That post still exists on our the top of our post page, and you can see that this now has this nice little image in it. So let's take a look at adding a video now. Now, as I mentioned, that there was this icon called Add Video. Now, what this would do is give you the ability to add a video locally if you have a video on your computer that you want to use, or you can link to a video in a URL, which would give you a text link to a video. What I want to do is actually embed a video directly into my post, and I'll show you how to do that, by coming over to YouTube, and I have a video that I want to use in YouTube based on how to make bruschetta. And YouTube has this nice feature right on the bottom called embed. Now if I click embed in here, you will see that this code comes up that I can use on any web page. So what I'll do is I'll just highlight this and hit Control C or Command C on a Mac and copy this text. Over my blog post, what I want to do is I want it to place this down on the bottom. Let's create some space here, and what I want to do is change from my visual view over to the HTML view. This is the HTML code for that blog that we're creating. Again, I want to be down on the bottom. Now I'm going to hit Control V and paste in that code that YouTube provided me. You can see if I look at this code, the video is going to have a width of 480, height of 385. Hopefully that'll work well with the template that you're using. Otherwise, you may have to adjust this. If I go back over to my visual view, I can now see that I've got this yellow box here, which basically means that there's some flash file or multimedia file that's going to live inside the post in this area. We happen to know that that's the video that we're going to embed, and we are happy with its location there. So if I come back and want to update this post, click on update again. This is updating to a very live post, so it might be a better idea if you wanted to preview changes first prior to posting it live. But if I come back over to my live website and refresh this page, should see here that our new blog post, our updated blog post, of how to make bruschetta has this YouTube video embedded right in it. So I've now spiced up my simple blog post on how to make bruschetta by adding an image as well as a embedded video directly in WordPress. I didn't have to write any code to do this. It's all very easy functionality that WordPress provides to user to manage their own content on their website. Hope you found this tutorial helpful. There will be many more on managing WordPress for beginner users, all brought to you by Crown Point Design.